girlfriend cheating on her diet.
What up, Billy Redknob? I already don't like this person.
Why? You don't like that delivery?
No, that's actually pretty funny. Girlfriend cheating, ... on her diet.
On her diet? That sounds like a gay guy wrote that. On her diet.
Ridiculous.
Scandalous. I'm 27 years old and have a girlfriend of 6 years whom I live with. When we first got together, she had a sexy, athletic body. That all changed last year when she got promoted and started working long hours in a high-stress position. She began smoking weed almost every night, claiming it helped her relax after a hard day's work.
Yeah, man.
She also started eating like shit. Lots of fast food, larger portions, etc. She's probably 60 to 70 pounds heavier than when we first met. And on her 5'3" frame, it fucking shows, man. After ignoring my subtle... That would show on a 6-foot frame. After ignoring my
probably 60 to 70 pounds heavier.
After ignoring my subtle hints for the last year, I finally sat her down last month and said enough is enough. She needs to make an effort to get healthier. I did everything to support her in losing weight. I paid for an expensive supplement program that her coworkers recommended. I started making her healthy lunches every day to take to work. When she'd get home from work, I'd have a healthy dinner ready for her on the table. I even paid for a new gym membership and bought her a new bicycle. Today, I found a hidden cache of fast food wrappers in the garage. This led me to look at her bank statements from the last month. She's been picking up fast food on her way home from work nearly every day since we talked. This sounds like a Biggest Loser story. Not only that, she'd also buy fast food at lunches sometimes too, suggesting that she was tossing the lunches I made her in the trash. This really pissed me off. I'm a guy who takes care of my body and want a woman who does the same. She's only 24 and hasn't had children. She shouldn't have a beer gut, jowls, and saggy tits. You were so in the pocket. You were so in the pocket.
I want to fucking take your computer and throw it out the goddamn window. Can you please finish the rest of this so I can go off on this asshole? Please, just finish it, because I swear to fucking God. I swear to God.
I think he's making a lot of good points.
Oh my God.
The fact that I spent...
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
and don't scream too close to the computer. I can't use a mixer this week. The fact that I spent all this money and effort on her only to have her sabotage it and hide it from me makes me seriously call our relationship into question. What would you do in my situation? Oh my God, Nia's taking off her shoes.
Oh my God. You know what? You
Hey, we have to be quiet.
I know. You know what? You shallow, just bullshit fucking asshole guy who wrote this letter. Let me explain something to you right now. You think you care about her health? You don't care about her health. You certainly don't care about her state of mind. All you care about is whether or not your girlfriend's hot enough. What, for you, for your friends, for society? You don't give a shit. You said yourself she's got this job, she's stressed out, and so she's stress eating. That's what a lot of people do, okay? And you're sitting here, you seem like you were well-intentioned, right? But now it seems like you're just being fucking shallow because you don't care. You don't care about anything that's going on inside of her, physically or mentally or emotionally. All you care about is what she looks like. And now you're mad because she's like hiding it from you and you're calling into question her relationship. You've been with her for 6 years you're going to call into question her relationship, how she feels about you because she's going through something emotional. Why don't you talk to her about how she feels instead of trying to put a Band-Aid on the problem and making it seem like you care when you obviously don't give a shit, okay? You're a shallow, superficial douchebag, and she should dump your ass and get hot, even hotter than when. And she's 24. You met her. Wait a minute.
Time out. Now, how would she go about getting even hotter? By losing 60 to 70 pounds?
No, you know what? She could get hotter by finding a guy who's making more money and who's nicer and like just a better person.
So she should become a gold-digging fat whore?
No.
Wait a minute. Now listen. Here's the deal.
Forget her even.
Time out. You're being too hard. I'm going to tell you right now.
She should just dump you.
No. Yeah, you're being...
You mean she had a better body when she was a teenager than she was when she started to get into like her... Like, what a surprise.
Time out.
That's unbelievable.
Time out.
That happens.
Oh my God.
When people get older and have like grown-up responsibilities. That's really crazy how that happens.
Sir, you hit the... listen.
And you've got, what, like a six-pack and a full head of hair, and you're just like the hottest guy ever, right? And that's not going to change for you maybe in 10 years? If you go through something and you're having a hard time, and the person that you supposedly love and cares about you and has been with you for 6 years just decides to, toss you aside because you gained some weight? Fuck you.
Wait a minute. Okay, time out. Can I defend this guy a little bit here?
Of course, sure. That's what you do. You defend the assholes who write into you. So go ahead.
Well, yeah, I can't bite the hand that feeds. No, I'm not defending this guy just to defend this guy. Okay, first of all, you're ignoring the fact that this guy, he sat down with her in a nice way. Okay, in a caring way. Nia, to be 5'3" and put on 60 to 70 pounds, you're setting yourself up for heart disease, and you're going to die. And this guy, and she hasn't even had kids yet. Okay, time out. And she has to go through all of that, which you know, Nia. Okay, that's already hard enough as it. She's only 24 years old. You should not be 60 to 70 pounds. Nia, 30 pounds overweight is obese. This girl is 2 times on her way to 3 times. At 24, she's blowing out her body, and she's never going to be in shape again. And she's going to live a miserable fucking life, a very difficult life because of it. She's going to blow out her knees. I'm telling you, all of this shit is going to come. And this guy, he did not sit down and say, hey, you used to be hot, and now you're not. He's
basically saying
time
that
out.
at the end.
No, he isn't. No, he is. Time out. He sat down with her like an adult and said that basically, I'm concerned about you. We said, I love you. I'm concerned about you. I want to help you get healthier. This guy is making lunches for her. He's paying for a gym. He's doing all of this stuff. And in the end, when he's trying to help her out, and then she's going behind his back, eating, which she's doing it out of a shame thing, he felt betrayed, and then the anger comes out, and then that's when he says beer gut jowls and saggy tits. Okay, now this is the thing there. It's
unnecessary for him to put it I understand what you're saying. Okay?
Well, he has to,
right.
because he can't say that to her, and he has to get his anger out, or he has to make a fucking joke. He has to do something. And this guy's also 27 years old. He says he keeps himself in fucking shape, which, you know something? That's not fair to your partner. It's not fair to your partner to go out and put on that kind of weight, okay?
She's 24 years old, though. She can bounce back. It's not like she's 44. She's 24. Okay, it's hard to lose that kind of weight, of course, but she can do it. But I'm just saying, why can't he be more emotional? He's doing all this stuff where you do all the physical stuff, but he seems like he's incapable of being emotionally supportive to her.
What are you talking about? He was in the beginning. He did this. What he's doing in the end is he's talking to me, guy to guy. She's 24 years old, hasn't even had kids. She shouldn't have a beer gut jowls and saggy tits. You know what? He's coming at her like a football coach.
Well, she doesn't need a football coach.
He didn't say it to her. He didn't say it to her. He said it to me.
Suggesting she was tossing the lunches I made her in the trash.
Yeah.
Who knows? She might have just.
She's probably eating them both.
She's probably eating them both.
Right. What would you do in my situation? That helped this fucking guy out. He seems like he's keeping himself in shape. He's actually a great boyfriend. If he was a dick, he would have said, I'm breaking up with you because you have a beer gut and jowls. He didn't. He tried to help her with the fucking problem. Guys, problem solve, okay? Help this guy connect with her emotionally. So, I mean, look, she's got this high-stress fucking job, but, at some point, you got to settle into the stress of your job or you have to get a new fucking job, but this is what it's doing to you. All right? And yeah, I got to tell you, you get 60 to 70 pounds overweight at 24 fucking years of age. What's going to happen at 34? And yeah, that is a legitimate question. It's a legitimate question because that weight thing is, it starts happening. People die, Nia. Not to bring up a bad fucking subject.
Yeah, you're really you're kind of taking it to the extreme, though. I mean,
but Nia, if you're going to think about being with somebody for the rest of their life, you're going to have kids with this person. They're already this much overweight. They're not going to be there. They're not going to fucking be there.
All right, fine. Maybe I went too far when I was calling him an asshole and all that kind of stuff. Man,
I think you had a normal reaction because
acting out of Yeah,
of his
it's that
anthem.
last thing. You know what I mean? Because you know what, you're right. Everything that he says that he's doing in terms of making her healthy meals and buying her a bike and the gym membership, that's all well and good. And maybe this is the part about men and women that's difficult because yes, you guys try to problem solve. You don't try to connect on an emotional level and say like
No, you bury the emotions.
right
When you go to the gym.
exactly where it sounds like what she needs to blow off steam, and a lot of people do. They eat, they drink, they smoke weed, they do other drugs. This is how they cope. These are how people cope.
That's another thing.
with
She
life
starts
skills.
using fucking I can't. I mean, alcohol's a drug, but now she's
weed, and that increases your hunger for most people like you wouldn't believe. So yeah,
right,
and you don't want a salad when you're high. You want pizza and cheeseburger and nachos.
Let
and
me
that
ask
bullshit.
you this, Nia. Let me ask you this. Let's just say you're dating me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been going out for 2 years. I'm in great shape, and then all of a sudden, the stress of the road, I put on 60 to 70 pounds and start smoking weed. Now, you're going to tell me that you're not going to entertain breaking up with me. You're not going to sit there and be like, this is going to be the father of my kids. This is the person I'm going to spend my life with. This guy who's acting like he's in fucking Wayne's World and Uncle Buck all at the same time.
You know what? I honestly can't say that I would. If you all of a sudden that's all you were doing with yourself, and whenever you weren't on the road, you were just sitting around smoking weed and eating.
You know what? You're full
became
of shit. If I came home, imagine my pasty, freckled torso with man tits,
right?
my fucking navel the size of a $50 now,
Yeah.
smoking weed, and just sitting there fucking, you know, that's going to affect my sex drive. And
Yeah,
now I'm
that's
getting on
true.
top of you.
Sweating all
Right?
over me.
Yeah. You got to get on top of me. I look like I'm pregnant. I mean, give me a fucking break. Right? And then you're walking down the street and you're seeing all these other guys going to the gym. And you're in the prime of your fucking life.
Yeah.
And you're going to pick a mate for the rest of your fucking life. And I'm already looking like I've worked on Wall Street for 30 fucking years. You're not going to sit there and have any second thoughts. Come on, dude.
I mean, I might not be as sexually attracted to you. That's for sure. But I wouldn't stop.
Can you just tear the Band-Aid off and just say what you're going to say?
But I wouldn't be like, I need to. That's the other
How would
thing
you
that I have a
approach
problem.
me? How would you approach me?
No, but listen, the thing is, this is the problem. This is the problem that I have, especially with this whole letter. The fact that I spent all this money and effort on her, only to have her sabotage it and hide it from me, makes me seriously call our relationship into question. Why does that call your relationship into question?
Because she's being deceptive.
Yeah, because she's going through some emotional shit, but she's being deceptive about food. It's not like she's like cheating on. She's like, you know what I mean?
I know she is.
For him to take it to make it to seem like, you know, oh, or do you really not love me now because you know you're not following this diet that we agreed that you would follow? Like that's not a fair comparison to make on somebody. Like that's not. It's really not fair to do that.
No, is it fair to do what she's doing?
Well, she's not doing it against him. And as a way to hurt him.
I know she isn't.
So you can't say, is it fair for her to be doing that to him?
You know
because
something.
This is not what it's like.
But this is this classic fucking female thing where you guys are right when you're right and you're right when you're wrong. Like you're acting like you know.
Think she's doing this to hurt him?
Well, why can't she be a little more mature and just say like, listen, why can't she sit down with him and just level with him and let him know? Just say, listen, I got to be honest with you. I know that you care about me. I know that you sat down and you had this conversation with me, and I know that I said I was going to do this and this and this, but I'm actually doing that, and I'm actually, you know, not going to the gym, and I feel bad that you're wasting your money and all that, and you're taking all this time to make a lunch every morning. How loving is that he's doing that?
She should do that.
Yeah, all right then. She's not 100% free of guilt. The thing about it is, Nia, is that guys are guys, and we talk like guys, and guys just get to the fucking heart of the matter.
I don't like the fact what he said. He looked at her bank statements from last month. She's been picking up fast food on her way home for like nearly every day.
I gotta tell you, Nia, that's a chick thing to do. go through somebody's email and snoop. He snooped.
It is. It's
Snoop. And
I don't like that.
now you don't like that. Now what if a woman did it? You probably would
I don't
like it.
No, I don't. I hate when
she
people.
had a hunch.
No, I don't like
because
when people
that's
check stuff. I have friends who check, and I don't think it's smart to do. I think it's ridiculous. And also, it's like, don't look, because you more than likely going to see something that you don't want to see.
Well, I'll be checking your emails later on today.
I have nothing to hide. You can check all my emails.
All right, so what should he do in this situation?
Well, first of all, I should probably apologize for saying fuck you and calling you an asshole. But yeah, you should just sit down and have a talk with her and just say, I'm concerned about you and what's going on with you emotionally. Like, tell me what's going on. How
does he deal with?
Maybe we can go for a walk after work and you can tell me about your day.
When he brings up the fact that he snooped and looked at her bank statements.
He does not need to do that.
Well, let's just say he does. Because at this point now, his girlfriend
she's going to freak out.
And she can get a lot of weight behind those punches now.
You're such a dick. No, he should just say, I'm worried about you because I feel like you're going through some stuff and I tried to help you, but maybe it's not enough. Do you want to talk to me? Do you want to talk to somebody else? How are you feeling? Because she probably feels shitty about herself. She probably feels terrible about herself. She's gained that much weight. None of her clothes fit anymore. She knows how she looks. She probably feels absolutely terrible. And her one solace in life is that she's got this boyfriend who's home and he cares about her and he loves her.
And she's abusing her.
That's not abuse. Don't throw that word around, Bill. That's a strong word. Don't do that.
She's taking
abusing him.
She's taking advantage of
Stop it.
She's taking advantage of their love.
She's not. You're making it. That's what I don't. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. She's not trying to hurt him by doing this. She's hurting herself.
You don't know her. You don't know her.
And you don't know him.
Exactly. So why are you right and I'm wrong?
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm giving you my opinion. Isn't that why I'm here?
You really have a beautiful profile. You know that.
Don't try to throw me off.
No, seriously.
With that. I appreciate that, but don't try to throw me off. All right.
That was a legitimate thought, but I was trying to throw you off a little bit. No, listen. If I just forgot the fuck I was going to say. No.
It would be very hard for me.
Go back what we were just talking about.
We were
but this thing, no. She probably feels bad for herself. She probably blah blah blah. Hey, here's something. What if she doesn't? What if she doesn't give a fuck? There are those people. How do you know? There aren't those people who just don't give a fuck.
Because she's a woman and she's 5'3" and she's put on more than like 10 pounds, it's just devastating for us. I'm 5'4" and I've been, about 25 pounds heavier? I understand.
Still look good though.
You liked me when I was a little bit heavier.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You said you liked it when I was a little bit thicker. So listen, it does show. It shows like nobody's business. You are right, sir. It shows. And it does suck to have your formerly tight, hot body girlfriend all of a sudden not be that way.
I know, and if she looks like she's a retired athlete in her 50s at 24, I mean, what is he supposed to do? He is 27.
So he is still at that shallow age where he's like, calling into question his relationship based on your partner's weight gain?
No,
that's the level of maturity he's at.
Nia, listen, that's a very serious fucking thing. To be that overweight at that age. I mean, if you do that to your body and you stay that way for 20 years, I mean, your body can only take that for so long. And when you're thinking about starting a family with somebody, they have to be around. They got to be involved. They can't be over in the corner, with no energy, lethargic, and then having, on top of that, all kinds of fucking health. That's another thing, too, Nia. You're not going to be able to get fucking health insurance. I mean, what she's doing really is affecting both of them. I'm not trying to be a dick here, but like...
They're not even engaged, though. This is just his girlfriend. That's how you get her to lose weight. You should propose. She'll lose weight with the quickness. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, but then once they get married, she's going to go right back to the Doritos.
Well, then that just means that there is a significant emotional thing that needs to be addressed. So all that stuff that you did while you got her this great bike and a gym membership and all that stuff to support, first of all, that should tell you that a person is only going to change their lifestyle if they want to. Number one, that's the first lesson. That's with drugs or food or anything. Number two, that means you need to go deeper than just the kind of like, these are the things that you do to get healthy.
I got the answer right here.
That means you're either talking or you're suggesting therapy, or you go to therapy to talk about it or something. She probably needs to. If she's got like some sort of like eating addiction, food addiction or something.
I got the answer.
She's probably just fucking depressed. And when you're depressed, you smoke weed and you gain weight. Like, she's depressed. She's stressed out.
He needs to sit down and decide if it's worth it. Does he love this person enough to ride through this fucking storm? If you're not, if you don't feel that way, then you should just walk. Okay? And then breaking her heart is better than marrying her when you don't love her. So just break her heart, the stress of that and the sadness of that, she won't even be able to eat that big king every day. And she'll probably drop like 15.
Has he stopped loving her? Because if that's the case, then
he's calling their relationship into question. So that's what I have a problem with. I don't know why. Because he's being honest. Why can't you fucking be honest? Why can't guys be who we are? We are visually. You know what I love about women is you fucking want to use that shit where visually attractive gets you a fucking drink. Or get you out of some shit. What do you mean? Ugh, like that doesn't fucking work. You want to use it when it works for you, and then you want to use that weakness when it's to your fucking advantage, and then when it's the other way, you want us to be these fucking understanding goddamn people. You want us to be guys when it gets you a free fucking drink.
We want guys to love us whether we're like the hot body or we gain some weight. That's what we want. We want to not.
Yeah, you want your cake and eat it. Literally.
We want to not be. We want to live in a world where we don't have to even fucking have this conversation. That's what we want.
Yeah, I want to be rude and fat. And selfish.
That's you. That's
and
you guys.
Shop
Actually,
and do whatever I want to do, and I want you to still love me.
You guys are already rude and fat and disgusting and ridiculous, and you get to do that. But women can't do that.
As you interrupt me, I'm rude.
We have to be like the hot body, otherwise you call our relationship into question.
Oh, so this one guy is everybody now?
He's not everybody, but we're talking about just a general scope of things. You just said women like to do this and women like to do that. Like it's all women. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, but I'm a moron. You're supposed to be a higher being. You're a female.
We are higher beings.
You're not.
Trust us.
You're not. You're just as dumb as we are, just in different areas.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Being an emotional person makes you tuned into things that you, as a male, with your basic fucking basicness, can't understand. So we already are high, and we can like carry children. We've got some spiritual level shit that you'll never understand.
Exactly. And you know what we also have? We have some plow through some shit that you don't understand. Don't you think
because you need plow through some shit and emotional shit?
Can I finish a fucking thought?
No. Can't you be a plow through shit and an emotional? You need both of those things, don't you think?
Yeah, it's called the yin and the yang. But for some reason, you think your yang is better than my yin. And that's the fucking problem. And there's 50,000 shows on fucking TV. As much as you ladies complain about the images on TV, there's a zillion fucking things on TV that are telling you that you guys are right and guys are morons. Start with 90% of the fucking advertising when they show a man and a fucking woman in a relationship. Like that ridiculous one from a few years ago that I'll never fucking believe that they were actually... Where she's sitting at the computer and the guy's outside... finds a beehive and literally sticks a broom handle up into the fucking thing. Mm-hmm. And is getting stung by bees because he's a dumb guy and she has to sit down and handle the family business at the fucking computer. Okay? Please do the chauvinistic version of that fucking commercial.
What do you mean, do the chauvinistic version of that? When the woman's done?
Have the guy figuring out the family business on a fucking computer is she's sitting there looking through a fashion magazine, or that's not even at the same level of ridiculousness. What is the female version of sticking a broom handle into a fucking beehive?
They're assuming that the woman is taking care of like the day-to-day run the household stuff, that the man is too busy working to figure out.
No,
so they're
go with the metaphor.
So they're trying to appeal to a woman's sensibility so that she'll like the product. and then she'll buy. That's,
and what about
that's all like
what about
it's
the
all
metaphor?
marketing.
No, it
it's
isn't.
not like
what about the metaphor that's going on there? That he's such a moron. He's trying to stick his fucking pole into any goddamn hole he can find. That's
not knowing he can get stung at any moment.
Yeah, it was him getting herpes.